What if your next major security breach doesn't come from a hacker breaking in, but from an identity that's already trusted? A service account, an API key, a cloud workload, or even an AI agent operating with elevated privileges. As organizations embrace cloud, automation, AI, and increasingly interconnected digital environments, the number of privileged identities is growing at an unprecedented rate, and that's fundamentally changing how organizations think about security. Welcome to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. In each episode, we take a deeper look at transformative shifts shaping global ecosystems, from industry megatrends and technology innovation to evolving customer expectations. Today, we're exploring how privileged access management is becoming the foundation of cyber resilience, unpacking where the next wave of opportunity is unfolding and what it means for future-ready businesses.
For years, PAM was largely associated with a few core functions: vaulting credentials, rotating passwords, monitoring privileged sessions. Important capabilities, certainly, but today's reality is far more complex. Organizations are now managing privileged access across employees, contractors, cloud environments, applications, workloads, service accounts, and increasingly, machine and AI identities. The challenge isn't simply protecting privileged accounts anymore. It's governing an expanding universe of privileged identities across highly dynamic environments. And that's exactly why the PAM industry is projected to grow from just over $2 billion in 2024 to more than $7 billion by 2030.
One of the biggest shifts happening today is the move toward identity-centric privilege governance. Organizations are recognizing that identity has become the new security perimeter. Instead of asking, who has privileged access? Security leaders are now asking, which identities exist, what access do they have, and should they have it right now? That shift is driving adoption of capabilities such as just-in-time access, zero-standing privilege, continuous identity visibility, risk-based access controls. The goal is simple: eliminate unnecessary access while ensuring the right users and systems have the right privileges at the right time.
Here's a statistic many organizations overlook. Machine identities are now growing faster than human identities. Think about it. Every application, workload, cloud service, API key, automation script, and AI agent requires credentials and permissions to operate. In many enterprises, machine identities already outnumber employees by hundreds or even thousands to one. Yet many organizations still have limited visibility into how those identities are managed. This is creating one of the most significant growth opportunities in the PAM industry: machine identity governance. Because you can't secure what you can't see.
Artificial intelligence is transforming nearly every aspect of cybersecurity, and PAM is no exception. Modern platforms are leveraging AI to identify risky behavior, detect anomalies, recommend privilege adjustments, and automate governance processes. At the same time, organizations are increasingly deploying AI agents and autonomous systems that require privileged access to perform tasks. That creates a fascinating challenge. How do you govern identities that aren't human? The answer lies in dynamic privilege controls, automated policy enforcement, and continuous monitoring designed specifically for machine and AI-driven environments. The future of PAM isn't just protecting people, it's governing an increasingly autonomous digital workforce.
Another major trend reshaping the industry is convergence. Historically, organizations purchased separate solutions for identity governance, privileged access management, cloud entitlement management, secrets management, and identity threat detection. Today, enterprises are increasingly looking for unified platforms that bring these capabilities together. Why? Because fragmented security creates fragmented visibility, and fragmented visibility creates risk. Leading providers are responding by building integrated identity security ecosystems that simplify governance, improve operational efficiency, and strengthen overall cyber resilience.
If there's one lesson from today's discussion, it's this: the future of cybersecurity will be defined by identity, not networks, not endpoints, not infrastructure. Identity. The organizations that succeed will be those that can effectively govern access across humans, machines, applications, workloads, and AI agents through a unified security strategy. And the PAM providers that lead the next phase of growth won't simply manage privileged accounts. They'll enable continuous trust, intelligent governance, and resilient access across increasingly complex digital ecosystems. Because in a world where every identity can become a potential attack path, cyber resilience begins with knowing exactly who or what has access. Thanks for joining us on Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.